and think of everything as fun. Let me give an example. Like if we go to school, we have different periods. We have math, science, social studies, arts, writing, reading. But we don't say that we did writing, reading, social studies, math, science. We don't say that. We just say we go to school. That's it, because everything's a part of learning. If you think of everything as your own task, you'll be able to get it done if you actually do it sincerely.
Wow, that's a great concept, Fatiha, যে আমরা স্কুলে গিয়ে এত কিছু চিন্তা করে লাভ নাই যে আমি হচ্ছে সায়েন্স পড়তে হবে, ম্যাথ করতে হবে, অনেক কিছু করতে হবে, জাস্ট আমি চিন্তা করতে হবে we are going to school. So simple answer and simple concept. That's really great for the kids.
Another thing I can give you is do good to others. It's always better to give than to get, because I'm sure you'll feel good. And then you can also love your country. Like I represent Bangladesh. You can also love wherever you are from. I sincerely love Bangladesh. And another thing is think about what you have given your country, not what that country has given you. Because what that country is giving you, that's not important. Because you're just thinking about what you got. Your benefits, but what your whole country got, you're not thinking about that, which is why I'm saying that you have to think about don't think about what you get from your country, what you have given the country, not what the country has given you.
Assalamu alaikum, a wonderful day. I'm Anis Salman with you, the founder of Dynamic English with AR.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and assalamu alaikum Faatiha Aayat. This is Adiba Abra Chowdhury, a learner of Dynamic English with AIR.
So you all are invited in our today's live programs, and our today's live is very, very special. And why it is very special, just keep guessing. Hope you got it, that why it is very special. Fatiha, kemon acho tumi?
Assalamu alaikum, and I'm really good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm so excited and so good to have you in my platform, and thank you so much.
It's an honor for you to invite me, and I'm really happy that you were able to that I came here, and it's really great talking to you and Adiba. And when I first knew that you were a Hafiz, I was really motivated and inspired by you. Then I tried to look more up on you, and then I saw that being a Hafiz, you teach children English. That was really surprising to me, because most of the times I see English teachers teaching English, and people that are Hafiz or the experts of the Quran, they teach the Quran. And I never came across any Hafiz who teach English. So that became really surprising and interesting to me. And that's and then when I saw that you work with students to teach them English, I became so happy that this is a great opportunity for other children to learn English. And it's a great opportunity for me to talk with you guys.
অনেক স্টুডেন্ট আমার সাথে আজকে অনেক বেশি এক্সাইটেড, অনেকে আমাকে নক দিচ্ছে কালকে থেকে যে স্যার আমরা ফাতিহার সাথে আমাকে নেন বা আমরা ফাতিহা আপুর সাথে কথা বলবো, অনেকেই বলছে। আমি বলছি আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি চেষ্টা করব লাইভের শেষে যদি পসিবল হয়, ফাতিহার সময় থাকে, আমি একটু সময় করে দেওয়ার জন্য তোমাদেরকে।
Okay, Faatiha, here is my first question. As you live in the United States of America, we live in Bangladesh. If we want to speak to the people of foreign countries, we need to speak English. So how can we improve our spoken English, and how did you improve your English fluency? Can you please share with us?
Well, besides speaking, thank you for the question. And besides speaking, I can give you 3 other tips for improving your English. Number 1, as you said, for speaking, what you can do is you can practice speaking English in school, and you can also practice speaking English at home with your siblings or even with your parents. So the amount of time that you're practicing, as you know, the more practice you have, the better you'll be good at it. So that's why I'm saying that you can practice anywhere you go. So you'll face the reality of how you can speak English. Number 2, if you want to improve your writing skills of English, what you can do is you can practice writing a lot of different types of English papers. Like, for example, you can write narratives, fictions, non-fictions, persuasive writings, or if you want anything from your parents, let's say that you want a toy, then you can even write a statement of purpose, and you can write that in English so that not only will your practice be good, but then you'll also be writing a different type of piece of structure of writing. And if you want to improve your reading, let's say, you can read tons of English books. Like, besides the textbooks, you can read other English books like fictions, non-fictions. You can even read a lot of classicals like Oliver Twist or The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn or The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. You can read any type of classical book, and not just classical books, non-fiction, fictions, newspapers, and even magazines to get update on the latest news. And if you want to improve your fluency, or if you want to be good at listening to English, then you can watch different types of English channels. Like, for example, I'm sure there's BBC, CNN, Discovery, National Geographic. You can watch them and you can see how they speak. And I'm sure that you can find these in your TV or in YouTube or Facebook or anywhere that you would try to find it. So these are some tips I can give you for improving your English.
তুমি কেমন আছো?
জি, আমি ভালো আছি। তুমি কেমন আছো?
Yes, আমি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো আছি। তুমি যেহেতু আমেরিকাতে থাকো, মানে সেই অনুযায়ী আমরা কিভাবে স্বদেশীদের মতো ইংরেজি উচ্চারণ করতে পারবো?
So you're saying that how can we get fluent at it?
Pronunciation. How can you improve our pronunciation?
Well,
Why can't you be speaker?
Yeah. Thank you for the question. As I said before, you can watch tons of English channels. Like, I'm sure BBC is available, CNN or National Geographic or Discovery, and you can watch them presenting the news. Then what you can do is, while you're watching it, you can pause the video and you can write it down in one of your notebooks. Whatever they're saying, you can write it down. Then after, it has to be between 10 and 15 minutes because you don't want it to be too short or too long. So after you're done writing it down, you can turn off the TV and you can take that paper in front of you and you can start reading what you wrote. And that way, it'll seem as if you are the news presenter. So then, not only will your writing skills be good, but then you'll also be able to read it and speak it at the same time. And because you already have seen what that news presenter has said and how he has said it, that accent of his, then you can follow that exact same accent and you can practice. Now, after you're done practicing, you can do a lot more of practice. And then when you have done a lot of practice and you're done at and you're really good at it, then of course you can start to speak English anywhere and fluently.
I want to be an astronaut in the future. So, in your point of view, how can I be an astronaut in the future? Can you please?
Oh, well, thank you for the question. I actually think that if you want to be a good astronaut, first you have to be a good human being. Just like Mr. Rahman said, or Sir said, that you have to be a good human being before you have to be what you want. So some tips I can give you for being a good human being is you can, first of all, you can follow whatever your parents say. Because, of course, you can be respectful to them, you can be honest to them, and you can be kind to them. I mean, it's not like they're going to give you the wrong advice, because no parent does that. So if you follow their advice, then I'm sure you'll be able to be successful one day. Now, second of all, follow your religion 100%. Whether it's Islam, whether you're Muslim or a Hindu or a Christian, it doesn't matter. Just try to follow your religion. Now, we're not here to talk about which religion is the truth, but I'm just saying that whatever religion you follow, try to follow that 100%. Your spirits will grow and you will be happy. I totally agree. Now, third, another example, another reason I can give you, another way that you can be a good human being, is you can be honest to everyone. And you can also maintain a discipline. You can follow a routine. Then, like, for example, let's say you're doing hifz. Then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to practice every day. Because if you skip 1 day or 2 days, you might forget what you have memorized before. in the other parts or in the other surahs. So that's why you have to maintain that routine. Now, if you're doing something else, sure, you don't have to do it every day in every week. Like if you want to do it 5 days in a week, sure, but you have to maintain that 5 days in the other week, and then the other week. You have to maintain that discipline. And there's a lot of other examples, but I'm not going to say those. And
আপু তুমি তো কোডিং এ অনেক ভালো এবং আমিও কোডিং শিখছি, অ্যানিমেশন শিখছি। তুমি কি আমাকে কিছু পরামর্শ দিবে যে কারণে আমি আরো ভালো করে কোডিং শিখতে পারি, কারণ আমি বড় হয়ে একজন আইটি স্পেশালিস্ট হতে চাই।
Well, first of all, I think that's a great thing that you want to be, and I totally love what you want to be. And I also love coding like you. What I think you should do is practice a lot. Just like I said before, in almost every question, you have to practice a lot. Practice is what is going to make you perfect. Like what I did is I just took a lot of practice. And first I started with Blockly, and then I did some web development, and then I started creating some apps, like apps that are going to calculate something almost. And then what I did is after I mastered those, I went into learning JavaScript, and I'm still learning JavaScript and HTML and CSS. And just like you're learning animation, I'm also kind of learning that. I'm not really that good, but I do slow motion animation almost. Like in one of my projects that I did, I actually had a monkey, and there was different images of this monkey. So if you click on the button, it's going to show you that some positions of his walking. So it's a kind of like in slow motion animation. Not that I'm so good at it, but I'm still trying. But anyways, I think you should practice a lot. Yeah. I actually have 2 of my books published by Amazon.
Yes.
One of them is Sister, and the other one is Bear with the Bear. And I'm still working on one of them. Another story. It's called Diary of a Muslim. And I think that there's going to be different stories in that particular book. So like
Yeah.
a story about bullying, a story about like basically an Islamic kid who's going through problems.
তুমি এই অল্প এইজে হচ্ছে তুমি অনেক ছোট মানুষ, তোমার একাডেমিক স্টাডি করতে হয়, তোমার স্কুলের পড়াশোনা আছে, স্টাডি করছো, তার পাশাপাশি তুমি যে ভিডিওগুলো করো, তারপর হচ্ছে কোরআন মুখস্থ করছো, এই সবগুলো করার মানে টাইমটা কিভাবে পাও? আমাদের দেশের দেখা যায় ছেলে মেয়েরা বা আমরা নিজেরাই যারা বড়, দেখা যায় আমরা টাইমকে ঠিক মতো পাচ্ছি না। একটা কাজ করলে দেখা যায় আমাদের টাইম শেষ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। বাট তুমি একই টাইমে সায়েন্স রিলেটেড ভিডিও করছো, তারপর হচ্ছে তুমি ম্যাথ রিলেটেড ভিডিও করছো, ইংরেজি নিয়ে কাজ করছো, পাশাপাশি আরবিক নিয়ে কাজ করছো, রিসাইটেশন আবার নিজে মুখস্থ করছো। সো এই ব্যাপারগুলো কিভাবে সবগুলো আসলে এই যে তোমার জন্য পসিবল হয়, বা আমাদের কিডসরা কিভাবে তোমার মতো টাইমটাকে ম্যানেজ করে তারা কাজ করতে পারে তাদের ডেভেলপমেন্টের জন্য?
Well, actually, thank you for the question, but don't try to follow me and what I've done, because I'm only still trying to become successful. I mean, there are other people that are already successful. Like, for example, you can follow Greta Thunberg or Malay Yousafzai, or anyone who you idolize, who you want to follow. Like, maybe your parents or your teachers, and who are already accomplished, and I'm still trying. But anyways, I actually said that time is all about management. You have to manage your time. I have also given this example in other places that let's say that there's this friend A and another friend B. Now, both of them are trying to do some work, and everyone has 24 hours. I mean, in a day, 24 hours. But there are 24 hours to do a certain work in a day. Now, the friend B, he is managing his time so good that he's finishing one job and he's finishing one task and he's doing another one. And then just like that, he has finished all his tasks. But then on the other hand, friend A, he's not managing his time so well, which is why he's taking hours and hours to do one task. So tasks are just they're just being in a file in the side of his desk, and he's still on one task. So it's gonna take him forever to do all these tasks if he's so slow and if he doesn't manage his time. Which is why I say that you should try to manage your time, because if you manage your time, you'll be able to do a lot of things. And it's not like I do everything in one day. I mean, I actually divide things up. one day read some books and I give a math video. The other day I write my own books and I give some science videos, and just like that I break everything up into pieces for the week. So that's, and also for I do hifz every day, and besides that I also have school, all at school. Yeah.
ওয়াও, দ্যাটস অ্যামেজিং অ্যান্সার যেটা আমরা ফাতিহার কাছ থেকে পেলাম। ফাতিহা যেটা বললো যে টাইম, কিন্তু এটা খুবই ভালো লেগেছে আমার এক্সাম্পলটা, যে টাইম সবার জন্য সমান, 24 ঘন্টাই আমাদের প্রত্যেকের জন্য, 24 আওয়ার্স ফর এভরিওয়ান। বাট কে কিভাবে সেটাকে ইউটিলাইজ করছে এটা হচ্ছে দেখার বিষয়। ফাতিহা এক্সাম্পল দিল ফ্রেন্ডস এ এন্ড ফ্রেন্ডস বি, অর্থাৎ একজন হচ্ছে যে কাজটা যখন হাতের কাছে আসছে আমরা প্রপারলি সেটা সময় মতো করে ফেলছি। সো আমরা যখন টাইমটাকে ম্যানেজ করছি, কাজটা করে আমাদের জন্য সেটা আর বোঝা মনে হচ্ছে না, বা কাজটা জমে থাকছে না, আমাদের ফাইল হয়ে যাচ্ছে না। আর যে কাজটা করছে না তাদের অনেক বেশি ফাইল হয়ে যাচ্ছে, সেই কাজটা আর সে কখনোই করছে না, বা তার আর ভালো লাগছে না সবগুলো একসাথে করতে। যখন আমরা একসাথে সব কাজ করতে যাই, এমনি আমরা অনেক বেশি হ্যাডেক ফিল করি, বা আমরা হচ্ছে অনেক বেশি প্রবলেম ফেস করি যে এটা আমার জন্য পসিবল নয়। বাট আমরা যদি ডে বাই ডে প্রতিদিনের কাজটা প্রতিদিন, বা হচ্ছে টাইমটাকে ম্যানেজ করে, যেটা ফাতিহা করে বললো, ডিভাইড করে করে, একদিন ম্যাথের ভিডিও, একদিন সায়েন্সের ভিডিও, একদিন কোরআন রিসাইটেশন, এভাবে কিন্তু ভাগ ভাগ করে ফাতিহা করছে। সো দ্যাট ইজ আই থিঙ্ক গ্রেট। আমাদের কিডসদের জন্য নয় শুধু এই টিপসটা, যারা আমরা ইউনিভার্সিটিতে পড়ি, স্কুলে কলেজে যেই যেখানেই পড়ি না কেন, যেই লেভেলেই থাকি, আই থিঙ্ক আপনি জব লেভেলে থাকেন বা যেখানেই থাকেন, প্রত্যেকের টাইম ম্যানেজমেন্ট করা উচিত ভালো কিছু করার জন্য লাইফে, বা একটা ভালো একটা অবস্থানে যাওয়ার জন্য। সো টাইম ম্যানেজমেন্ট ইজ রিয়েলি রিয়েলি ইম্পর্টেন্ট ফর অল অফ আস। সো থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ফাতিহা। আই থিঙ্ক এটা আমার জন্য অনেক বেশি কাজে লাগবে, প্রত্যেকের জন্য তো হবেই, সো আমারও কাজে হবে তোমার টিপস। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। সো অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ ফাতিহাকে। হচ্ছে আমার লাস্ট কোয়েশ্চেন ফাতিহাকে যদি বলি, সেটা হচ্ছে তুমি যে কাজগুলো করতেছো, অবশ্যই আল্লাহ তোমাকে যা দিয়েছে গড গিফটেড আমরা বলতে পারি। গড গিফটেড এর পাশাপাশি আমরা জানি মানুষের অবভিয়াসলি ইচ্ছা শক্তি থাকতে হয় সবকিছু করার জন্য, যে মানুষ যদি না চায় আল্লাহ কিন্তু কোনো কিছুই দেয় না। তো সেই ক্ষেত্রে তুমি যেহেতু ছোট মানুষ, তোমার ফ্যামিলির অবদানটা, তুমি যে এই যা করছো, তোমার হচ্ছে বাবা এবং মায়ের অবদান তোমার পিছনে, আমি তো ওনাদের কাছে অনেক বেশি গ্রেটফুল একটা জিনিসের জন্য, যে তুমি প্রপারলি তোমার ধর্মকে পালন করছো, যেটা অবভিয়াসলি একজন মানে প্যারেন্টসরাই এটা সম্ভব একটা কিডসকে এইভাবে গড়ে তোলার জন্য। সো এটা তোমার বাবা মা করছে, এই জন্য আমার পক্ষ থেকে স্পেশাল থ্যাঙ্কস। ইউএস এর মতো একটা কান্ট্রিতে থেকে তোমার বাবা এবং মা তোমাকে হিজাব মেনটেন করছেন, তুমি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ কোরআন মুখস্থ করছো, এন্ড কোরআন মানে দিন সম্পর্কে, ইসলাম সম্পর্কে অনেক কিছু জানার চেষ্টা করছো। আর আমি একটা লাইভ দেখেছিলাম তোমার মারিয়াম মাসুদের সাথে, ওইটা আমার খুব ভালো লেগেছিল। মারিয়াম মাসুদ আমাদের দেশকে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করছে, ফাতিহা অবশ্যই তুমি সেটা জানো, শি ইজ অলসো হাফেজা, এন্ড শি ইজ অলসো ডুইং দ্যাট।
I try to follow him too.
Yeah, she is really good. And তোমাদের ইয়েটা আমি দেখেছিলাম, ইন্টারভিউটা খুব ভালো হয়েছিল। সো এটাই আমার তোমার কাছে প্রশ্ন, যে তোমার হচ্ছে বাবা মার যে অবদানটা, বা হচ্ছে এই একজন কিডসকে এভাবে বেড়ে তোলার জন্য, এই কাজগুলো ইন্সপায়ার্ড করার জন্য, মাল্টিটাস্ক করার জন্য ফ্যামিলির অবদানটা কতটুকু, তোমার জন্য কতটুকু, বা তোমার সাজেশন আমাদের যে বাংলাদেশে যারা ফ্যামিলি রয়েছে, যাদের কিডস রয়েছে, তাদের জন্য তোমার সাজেশন কি ওনাদের চিলড্রেনকে গ্রো আপ করার জন্য কোন ওয়েতে বেটার হবে?
Well, first, if I start off with my own parents, they support me a lot in every step I go and every decision I take. Well, some decisions I take wrong. That's when they correct me, and I feel better that, oh, my parents have helped me throughout this decision. And so my parents help me a lot, yes, and they also motivate me a lot, and they also inspire me a lot, and to follow the Islamic religion. And I'm really grateful to them for all they have done. Now, second of all, if you want me to tell the viewers that what they can do for their children, I would say that you can give a lot of time towards your children. I mean, a lot of the time what happens is that after school they do tutoring. I mean, they take tutoring, and then after they're so tired, they just sit down with devices. So that's actually bad for them. If you actually give them time and get them out of the devices, and when they're not addicted, then you can play with them and you can learn with them. I mean, you can do things with them so that they are also feeling good. And what I think, I also have said in one of my live sessions that chart found out that for Christmas, the children said to Santa Claus, I mean, whoever dressed up as Santa Claus, that they want 50, or almost half of the children wanted for their parents to give time to them. so that they can play. So that's what I'm saying, that you have to give time to your children so that your children can become successful, because you are one of the main parts of your children's lives. So that's why I'm saying that you should give time to your children.
সো ফাতিহা, সর্বশেষ যেহেতু আমার প্ল্যাটফর্মে তুমি এসছো, আমি তো অবভিয়াসলি তোমার কাছে থ্যাঙ্কফুল। সর্বশেষ যদি তুমি 2-1 মিনিট কোনো রিকমেন্ডেশন আমাদের কিডসদের জন্য, যেহেতু অনেকগুলো কিডস আমাদের সাথে অলরেডি প্র্যাকটিস করছে আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, তো সবার উদ্দেশ্যে তুমি যদি 2-3 মিনিট কিছু বলতে।
I would say that if whatever you want to become, first become a good human being, and then after you have become a good human being, there's some tips that I have already given you, is like follow the advice that your parents give, be honest and love your country, things like that, and follow your religion. And then also, besides school, you should also do a lot of other activities. Like Adiba now, mashallah, she's doing coding, and she sang a beautiful nasheed, and Arnab also did a beautiful Quran recitation. So I think you should practice whatever you want after school, but you should practice so that you can become good at it. Yeah, and thank you so much for inviting me over, and it was really great talking to you, Adiba and Arnab. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much.